Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
Washington Post World, August 12, 1242 America, New York. Search resumes for victims of deadly Indian landslide. Rescuers have resumed their search for survivors and victims of a large landslide that swept across a highway in the mountains of northern India, killing at least 13 people. Washington Post World, August 12, 1224 America, New York. Indian launch attempt of Earth observation satellite fails. An Indian rocket has failed in its attempt to put a satellite into orbit to provide real-time images used to monitor cyclones and other potential natural disasters. Washington Post World, August 12, 1202 America, New York. Explainer: low expectations for Venezuela-opposition talks. The government of Venezuela and its opposition are scheduled to begin a new dialogue this week, marking the third effort in 4 years. RT World News, August 12, 1140 America, New York. 9 dead, 900 evacuated as northern Turkey hit by intense flash floods. Videos. The death toll from flash floods in northern Turkey has reached 9, according to local authorities, who said that more than 900 people have been evacuated as buildings, bridges and roads suffered severe damage.
World CBS News, com. August 12, 1139 America, New York. Taliban continue to make swift gains in Afghanistan. The Taliban now control 2/3 of Afghanistan, sparking fears the government could fall within months. CBS News foreign correspondent Roxana Sabari reports.
Washington Post World, August 12, 1134 America, New York. Former Myanmar strongman Than Shwe suffering from COVID-19. The former longtime military ruler of Myanmar, Than Shwe, has been diagnosed with COVID-19 and is expected to remain hospitalized for 2 weeks.
ABC News International, August 12, 1133 America, New York. Former Myanmar strongman Than Shwe suffering from COVID-19. The former longtime military ruler of Myanmar, Than Shwe, has been diagnosed with COVID-19 and is expected to remain hospitalized for 2 weeks.
RT World News, August 12, 1132 America, New York. Homes burned, but no community destroyed. Greek PM defends Gov response to devastating wildfires. Greek PM Kyriakos Mitsotakis has stood by the government's response to massive wildfires raging across the country, lauding the efforts to evacuate people. The fires, however, destroyed large swaths of forest and numerous homes.
ABC News International, August 12, 1130 America, New York. Victims slam Tesla subsidy from East German Communist Fund. Victims of communism in East Germany have criticized the decision to grant electric automaker Tesla a subsidy of almost $10 million from a trust fund managing what's left of the regime's fortune.
RT World News, August 12, 1124 America, New York. Pakistan bus blast that killed Chinese workers was suicide bombing. Foreign Minister. A bus explosion that killed 13 people, including 9 Chinese workers, while en route to Pakistan's Dausa hydropower plant was a suicide bombing, the government has said while directing suspicion at India and Afghanistan. Washington Post World, August 12, 1123 America, New York. Indiscriminate Hamas rocket attacks on Israel are war crimes, Human Rights Watch says. A leading human rights group Thursday said that rocket and mortar attacks by Palestinian armed groups in the Gaza Strip during the conflict with Israel in May violated the laws of war. RT World News, August 12, 1122 America, New York. Italy fights over 500 infernos across the country, as wildfires' death toll rises to 4. Italy's emergency services fought more than 500 fires across the country throughout the night, officials said on Thursday, as the death toll from the blazes rose to 4 amid intense heat waves across Europe.
ABC News International, August 12, 1121 America, New York. Pakistani Army. Accidental explosion at arms factory kills 3. Pakistan's military says an accidental explosion at the country's key weapons producing factory has killed at least 3 employees and wounded 2.
Washington Post World, August 12, 1121 America, New York. Pakistani Army. accidental explosion at arms factory kills 3. Pakistan's military says an accidental explosion at the country's key weapons-producing factory has killed at least 3 employees and wounded 2.
World CBS News, com. August 12, 11:18 America, New York. Sicily appears to smash European heat record. The area scorched by the record heat is a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Washington Post World, August 12, 11:17 America, New York. In new documentary, WHO scientist says Chinese officials pressured investigation to drop lab leak hypothesis. Peter Ben Embarek said that one scenario, in which a researcher inadvertently could have brought the virus from a bat cave to Wuhan, is viewed as likely.
Fox World News, August 12, 11:17 America, New York. Free climber scales another London skyscraper. King Thompson, who was jailed 2 years ago after climbing London's tallest building, the Shard, says he's trying to raise awareness about climate change following flooding in London last month.
Washington Post World, August 12, 11:16 America, New York. New hurricane forms well off Mexico's Pacific coast. The 4th hurricane of the eastern Pacific season has formed far off the coast of Mexico, but it's not expected to directly threaten land.
World CBS News, com. August 12, 11:15 America, New York. Cargo ship snaps in 2 off Japan's coast, crew rescued. A fuel leak from the ship has spread around 15 miles, but the extent of any environmental impact was unclear.
RT World News, August 12, 11:15 America, New York. U.S. Embassy calls on all American citizens to leave Afghanistan immediately, right after Taliban claims to capture second-largest city. Amid the whirlwind advance of the Taliban, the U.S. Embassy in Kabul has urged all American citizens to leave Afghanistan immediately, offering to loan them cash for plane tickets if necessary. Washington Post World, August 12, 11:13 America, New York. Tunisia. 6 migrants including 4 kids found dead in desert. The governor of Tunisia's Tozeur region says that 6 migrants, including 4 children, have died of thirst in Tunisia's part of the Sahara Desert near the border with Algeria.
ABC News International, August 12, 11:13 America, New York. Tunisia. 6 migrants including 4 kids found dead in desert. The governor of Tunisia's Tozeur region says that 6 migrants, including 4 children, have died of thirst in Tunisia's part of the Sahara Desert near the border with Algeria.